Hello beautiful people, welcome to my channel. My name is Teresa and I'm your cruise director on the Magical Mystery Tour. And this is about attempt number 10 to do this today. Today we are doing a get ready with me featuring a full face of the most popular products for 2024 available from both Priceline and Chemist Warehouse according to the internet. Now, this is really good if you are over 40 or like me, over 50, being 54 years old. I have pretty normal skin. This is a space of really affordable makeup for you. So stick around, let's get to it. I've had a moment, guys. If you wear contacts, oh my God, give me some tips down below, please, because I have just spent probably 30 minutes trying to pop contacts in. I have a toric lens on this side, normal lens on that side. For some reason, I cannot get them to get off my fingers and into my eyes. It has near done my head in. I'm trying out contacts at the moment. I did get them in, but lots of stress, lots of, So I asked ChatGPT a heap of questions about what were the most popular products available at the chemist in Australia in particular. If you're overseas, pharmacy, we have two major ones here in Australia being Priceline and Chemist Warehouse. So our drugstores, if you're overseas, essentially it is your prescriptions for your medications, all your vitamins. You get hair care there, makeup, skincare, body care, band-aids, first aid, all of that jazz, perfume. And somebody told me that in America, you can't just walk in, drop your script off and pick it up 5 minutes later, which is something that we find bananas here in Australia. Anyway, I digress. A lot of back and forth with ChatGPT, refining it, narrowing it down, and it came up with a combination of what I believe to be the highest selling products and the highest rated. So first up, we have the Maybelline 4-in-1 Perfector, the Instant Anti-Age. This is a whipped matte base that is pore filling. Now, this is not the first time I've tried to film this today. I'm only going to put a little bit on there because I have already, and it has blurred, filled this area here and here. You just need a little bit. I literally, and I'm only going to put a little bit more there. I might put a little bit on my nose. The area that is affected by pores, just work it in. For me, it's just this area. If you have a big area right across your cheeks, just use it there. But don't use as much as what you think you need to. Just use a little bit and press it in. Next up, for an illuminating primer, what I will say to you is, if you are over 40 or in fact at any age, if you're not using an illuminating primer, even if you like a matte product, you're doing yourself a real disservice. Illuminating primers, what they do is just even out your skin tone for a start, and it bounces the light back. So a lot of people like to use illuminating primers, you know, the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter and all the ones that are like that down the line. Wear that with nothing else over the top of it. The number one, according to ChatGPT in Australia, was the MCoBeauty Flawless Glow. I have the shade 2.5 Fair. I had all of these products except for, there is one product that I thought that I still had. I haven't repurchased it. Found out I've emptied it, and one that I bought that I'm surprised about. So this is what is considered quite a good dupe, apparently, for Charlotte Tilbury. Do I think that it is? I think it is an illuminating product that is dressed up to look like Charlotte's poor sister. I have other bases that I probably prefer, funnily enough. But it's not about what I prefer, it is about what it is saying online. So this, I mean, it is a nice product. I prefer a different one over this. But this is going on what it says. We have, as a country, picked out to use most of all. And the good thing is not everyone has to agree. We all have our own opinions and we all have different skin. I'm really fortunate that mine is pretty stock standard normal. I have worked really hard to get my skin to normal. It is reactive sometimes. So you can see that has just given me a nice glow. It's going to bounce a light off underneath the next product, which for foundation we are using. I'm using the old version, the L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour Fresh Wear Foundation. Well, 32-hour wear is the product that it says. I have the old version. Look, I've probably used half of it. This is a fantastic flawless foundation. It is more of a soft matte. Sorry, I've got a really itchy back. It is more of a soft matte with a little bit of glow, but it still looks quite skin-like on your skin. I am going to go in with a sponge now. I'm wearing the shade 130. I didn't buy a new one, mainly because obviously, this shade could probably be a bit better, but it will work. I've got so many foundations at the moment, but what I will say with this is, I'm saying it's too yellow for me right now. It is pulling yellow, and I did, which I didn't add into it, pull out my e.l.f. colour corrector, and I should have added a little swatch of that to it to just pull out that yellow and neutralise it a bit more. But it's not a problem. We will work with it. But can you see what I mean? Like, it's making my skin look incredible. And we'll blend it down the neck in a minute. I mean, I'm quite warm on my neck in any case. Don't forget, cover your ears if your ears are exposed. And now let's just bring it down our neck. My neck a little, in fact. This is one of these products. It has such a great reputation. Actually, quite a few of these are really cult products. And we absolutely know why every time we use them. So this is a medium buildable coverage. You can still see, my freckles showing through, though it's evened them out a bit more. Sorry, front of my throat that crossed its legs. Once we put powder down, that's going to blur it out even more. Now, no surprises here moving into concealer, that it is the Maybelline Line Eraser Concealer, multi-use. This has cult status for a long, long time. The shade that I've got is obviously I have gone super pale recently. You can see looking at my face, this is quite warm underneath my eyes, but we'll manage. Again, it's just working with how my day has been. But see, look, that has blended away, and in fact what it's essentially done is colour correct underneath my eyes. So sometimes it's not all about brightening as such. You don't need to be super bright underneath your eyes. Just going in over that to press it in so that the blend into my face matches with my foundation. So what it does is just counteract any tiredness that I've had under my eyes, and I am so tired. I have had so many issues. Did I mention I've got contacts in today? They're a certain distance contact, so I can read my laptop after. I can read things from a distance. I'm trying them out, but if you have any tips for me, if you wear contacts, I've got a toric on this side, normal one on this side. I can't get them off my bloody fingers. It took me about 30 minutes to get them in. Lots of stress, let me tell you. Then my memory card was full and I couldn't work out what was going on. I had to completely wipe it, and yeah. It's a day. It's a day. No surprises again in the next category for setting powder, and that is the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. This has been compared as a dupe, as a suitable alternative to really high ends. Now, you can call it a dupe all you want. At the end of the day, this product, I've got the shade 10 Fair. I've also got the shade 15 for when I have a bit of warmth. This one is, you know, we've got a little bit there. I've got the next one ready to go. This is just a damn good setting powder. It is probably the best, one of the best the best loose powder you can get at the chemist here in Australia. It is one of my holy grails. I am going to be putting together my top picks for products from each category, but what I want to know, and you can sound off and let me know, do you want just an overall top 5, including spendy and savvy all in the one, or do you want them separate? And then next, do you want the categories? So do you want my top 5 skin tints or just my top 5 foundation type products? I've got over 100 in there. So what I'm essentially trying to work out is, do we do skin tints, do we do foundations, or do I just pick a skin tint, a foundation, a tinted moisturizer? Like, I don't know what to do at the moment. So you can see this has given us a little bit more coverage. We are looking really blurred. I'm just going to put on an eye primer and I'll be right back. Now, I've set down my eyes. Don't worry if my skin looks quite flat at the moment. We will juice that all up down the track. The number 1 brow product was the Maybelline Ultra Slim Brow. I have the shade Soft Brown. My brows are in a bit of SOS at the moment. They need to be refined. I nearly shaved them completely off with one of these. So what I need to do is tint them. I need to pluck out some brows hairs there. Might thin them out a little bit too. They're looking a bit unruly at the moment, which is why I'm lucky I've got shape to my brows, because I really am quite lazy when it comes to my brows. Just going up and underneath. This is a really great brow pencil. What I will tell you is the brow category is one category you really don't need to look at high-end and luxury with, because there are so many, particularly if you like fine brow pencils, to be able to draw brow hairs. The pharmacy, the chemists, savvy brands have it all over. Luxury brands, and hold their own, I have to say. But yeah, my brows are not at their best at the moment. If you can hear a noise, Jelly is also having a snore. I spend so much of my time in this room between my day job and this. She's in here all the time. She thinks that this is her room. And she's got 2 blankets, a cushion and a padded mat in here that are all hers. So she's got to pick. So when I'm filming, she either lays down behind me, or at the moment she's just over here where the door is and it's closed, and there's a little furry blanket there that she's cuddled up on. Now my work table is over this side, and over there is a pillow, a big square floor cushion that she likes to curl up on. But essentially, she's my little partner in crime that is with me all day, every day when I am at home, who gets very upset when I have to leave the house, whether it be on work business. Okay, I think we're just stuck with these brows at the moment. Like I said, they're not looking their best, but it is not this brow product's fault. It's all user error. My husband just laughs at me now. This is a really great product. As I said, you don't need to spend a lot of money on brows. Eyeshadow, because we're working down our face. Oh, and I also have a perfume for you after. The #1 selling product at the pharmacies were NYX eyeshadows, because we're really limited in what we have. Now they have suggested the Warm Neutrals palette, which I will use today. Do I think their palettes are great little palettes from the pharmacy? Absolutely. If Warm Neutrals is not your thing, but you do want a neutral type palette, I've just grabbed the wrong one. Try the Ultimate Vintage Jean Baby. I'll just open both of these for you. So we have this one and we have this one. So this is slightly cool tone. It obviously has those blues in it. Both are beautiful palettes. But this is the one that ChatGPT said. It has a perfect match of, oops, this side. It has a perfect mix of mattes, satins and some shimmer in there. No, it doesn't. It's just shimmery satin, really. Oh, God. Okay, where are we going to first? Let's go into this bone colour. And just over that area, laying something down. This is going to allow us, if you're using a neutral, to just blend easily in. Now deepening it, we're going to go in with this shade here. And just tuck that through your crease, looking straight ahead into the camera, into the mirror. I mean, you can look straight ahead into the camera if you want. And in fact, let's just do that now. Can I make you uncomfortable? And same here on this side. This is just an easy, no mess, no fuss look that we are going for today. So again, teacup hold, don't ever forget that. It just allows you to have a better hold for your blend. Little circular motions or windscreen wiper motions, whatever you're more comfortable with, that is going to help with that blend now. I'm going to just warm up using the same brush. I'm just going onto this shade now. We're not going to go too deep. This is just a slightly warmer brown. We're tucking that in the outer corners. Again, when I tell you to look straight ahead into your camera, it's just so that we can ensure that this part above your eye has that tone on there for the depth. You need to be able to see it. If you can't see it when you're looking straight ahead, no one else will be able to see it. Unless you walk around like this all the time. So you can see that's blending it out really easy. And then nothing else on your brush, just going back over the edge of that. You see how that blends it out? Oh, jelly. Going to add a little bit of reddy brown now underneath the eye. I forgot to ask about an eyeliner, so we will skip that today. It's not necessary. Just bring that up there so that we're marrying it up. And then we're going to soften underneath here. Clean off your brush. Just using a microfiber cloth. And let's hope I don't poke out my contact while doing this. Oh my God. Honestly, and the thing is, this is it's not a super close up, so it's not a reading contact. It's a short but mid distance, in that it's not for reading. Anything that is up here is a little bit blurry, but if I'm holding it at hand's length, I can read it. So it means I can read my laptop, read my desktop. If I had something in front of me where you are, I could read that. Everything in the distance is blurry, so yeah, there is that. Okay, going across half the lid with that shade just on the finger. Again, I nearly went and had my nails done today, but I just had visions of going into this lighter shade. I just had visions of really not being able to get my finger in here, and I knew I wanted to film today. Same on this side. And look, let me tell you, I'll probably get them done, but if I'd gone and done that today, I just think it would have added to the catastrophe that I have been having. Grabbing a little bit on this brush now. Just going in here. Now I want to just bring this really bony shade underneath the eyes. It is a matte. I don't want to use the shimmer today. These palettes, when you pick them up, and you can get them at both Priceline and Chemist Warehouse, have a little bit of kick up. Wait till they come on sale, because I think they're reasonable, as in they're about $40, but wait until they're on sale, because I paid $20 for them when I got them. I waited till there was a 40–50% off. Now going in, I'll come back and do my mascara last. Going in for bronzer, we have the, oh my God, can you hear her? We have the Revlon Skinlights Powder Bronzer. This is the shade Can Tan. This is a gorgeous bronzer. It is just gorgeous. I didn't expect to like this as much. I only picked it up to do a full face of Revlon. I thought, well, I'll grab it. And I mean, it doesn't look like it's been used much, but it actually has. As you know, if we've got bronzing products, they can take forever to get through. And I mean, given the amount that I have, this would be, for me personally, top 2 or 3 that I use from the pharmacy. And look, it's not too warm. It's pretty neutral. Pretty neutral. No surprise with I thought that I had another one of these and that I'd accidentally bought two. So I'd asked my sister I'd asked my sister and my daughter if they were interested in this, and both are. But I've just discovered I can't find it, so they might not be getting it. It is the Milani Baked Blush in 03 Berry Amore. Now you would think that Luminoso would be their most popular one, and look, it might have been, but for 2024 this was the most popular shade. Very reminiscent obviously of the Hourglass, and performs just as beautifully. But look, that berry tone with that gold through it, that is stunning. And it's such a flattering neutral shade, like just a really nice soft rosy berry natural flushed shade. That dog snoring is getting louder and louder. Like, I'm going to add some more. Like, come on. Because what's going to happen once I spray that down, that'll melt into my skin. I have 4 or 5 of the Milani shades. They are such a beautiful, beautiful product, whether you like spendy or savvy products. And for highlighter, we have the Revlon Skinlights Prismatic Highlighter. I have the shade 201 Daybreak Glimmer. This is such, I'm saying, a lot of these products are clearly ones that I like, that are they my number one all over? Some of them, probably. But this one, certainly, you can see she's had a good go. This is a great, look at that. Look at that. You would be really hard to beat this getting a highlighter from the chemist. And I mean, clearly everyone agrees, because that's why I'm using it now, hey. But look at that. Look at that. As with all of these, as with the eyeshadow palette, all of these products, wait until they come on sale and save yourself some money. The number one liner was the Maybelline lips. I got the wrong one. I don't think I have this. I'm really surprised. I grabbed the wrong one. I grabbed the Maybelline Colour Sensational Shaping Lip Liner, which is what we're going to do. 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. What was actually listed was the Revlon Colour Stay Lip Liner. I thought I had grabbed it, but I mustn't have one. So just use this instead, because this would be up there as well. This is a firm lip liner. Now, if I was going to pick a lip liner, and they're not going to be available for long, I don't imagine, because it's not available in a lot already, I would pick from the chemist Flower Beauty. But I know that Chemist Warehouse is going out of them in most stores, which is a real shame. Lipstick, I do have. Lipstick was the Revlon Super Lustrous Lipsticks. Do I have them? Yes, I was fortunate enough that they sent me quite a few. I have 13. I think I bought one when they sent me this bundle. Given what we've got going on our eyes at the moment, we've got a choice of 3 here. And I'm going to use this one, I think. Or should we use this? I'll use this one, I think. I think. Which is 803. This is Whiskey Business. These are creamy and, of course, super lustrous. Revlon lipsticks are absolutely the bomb. They do not dry too much. But again, there are so many amazing lipstick formulations available at the pharmacy. And look, I might do this once a year because I don't know if this is what would be this year. There's been a few different formulations that have come out. I'm really surprised that maybe the Maybelline, but I did ask for a lipstick product and I think it automatically went to lipsticks. So that makes sense. Had it been long wear lip product, it might have been the Maybelline Superstay, or the vinyl lips I should say. But for lipstick, yeah. Setting spray. I find this one hard to believe. I have my favourite, which I know is possibly not going to be stocked anymore, and that being the Maybelline IRL All Day Mattifying Filter Spray. But according to ChatGPT, the Australis Fresh and Flawless Makeup Finishing Spritz is #1. I just went down to my local Priceline to pick this up, and it looks like they're going out. I don't know if Priceline all over is, but it certainly looked like my local was getting out of it. So I was lucky. This was one of the only bottles left. I've never tried this product before. So, yeah, this will be interesting. Oh, also, now this is the stage where we're going to get all of this to melt into your skin. So if you're worried that your skin might look a little bit dry, and mine does just around a couple of areas, it's looking very powdery. Let's melt this in and blend everything and get back to skinning. This is highly perfumed, but I do like the sprayer on it. You can see, let's juice me up a bit more. I'm just not a fan of the scent of that. I have a wet face. We can see that. You can see that it is wet around here. When this dries down, it's gonna look good. Good. Let's get to it. So that's taken away the bit of dryness and help melt that in. So my skin now looks a little bit more true, my skin, but better, which is always what we ideally want our foundation to look like. I know I like a full face. Sometimes I like a really full coverage. However, I still want that full coverage not to look flat, not to look cakey, not to look thick. What I want it is to look like my skin, but better, and that it is blending in. Look at that curl, that rogue curl there. Now, mascara. The #1 mascara was, and we're wondering, do I have it? Am I a fan of it? The Maybelline Sky High. I have it in black, brown, cosmic black, purple and plum. Purple, grape, burgundy, plum, whatever it is. These two shades. I really hope in Australia we get the foresty green that they've got. Keep begging them to bring it out. The only shade I don't have in this is the electric blue. Bring me the green, I tell you. Today I will use the black the normal black, not the cosmic black. This is really good. It's got polymers in it. It is not promoted as a tubing mascara, but it does have polymers in it. And it does work like a tubing mascara in. This is one of the only pharmacy mascaras that does not transfer on me or flake. It doesn't give a huge amount of volume, but it does. This one's nearly dry. I might have to throw this particular one out after. Nearly dry, nearly empty too. This will give you some beautiful length and fan them out, and it's not going to transfer, and it shouldn't irritate your eyes. This is a trusted product for me. If I've got a mascara that I like on the top lashes but can tend to transfer underneath my eyes, I will put this on my bottom lashes. She's never, ever, ever failed me. Which is why I have all those shades. It is beautiful. Now I have a bonus for you. Do you want a cheap scent that won't break the bank? This is considered the #1 that you can pick up at the pharmacy. It is not my favourite personally. It is not even in my top 20. I bought this because everyone raved about it. And I didn't sniff it first. And it is just too green for me. This is citrus, this is minty, this is fresh. It is, of course, the Elizabeth Arden Green Tea. Have the lid here. I don't mind the scent in the bottle. I just don't think, personally, that it wears well on me. I don't think it suits my body chemistry. I do have a personal preference though for more boozy gourmand, more in the oriental and vanilla based fragrances. But whenever anyone asks for recommendations for a scent that they want that is fresh, that's not overpowering, that is going to really smell light and beautiful, I see this recommended all of the time. All the time. Yeah. It is clean. It is not overpowering. It is just not for me. But I do have it. So there you are. That is a full face of the most popular products from Chemist Warehouse and Priceline for 2024 in Australia. Like, you would go out like this. Every time I use L'Oreal Infallible, I'm never ever surprised by how good my base looks, and I always go, why don't I use this more? The reason I don't use it more, this was my holy grail for so many years, is because I use so many in the course of creating content, not only here but for when I write and things like that. I am a makeup lover. Also, it was only in the last 6 months that I noticed that it is actually spelt Infaillable, not Infaillable. Infaillable. So there we are. This is the final look. I'm never ever surprised by the L'Oreal. I'm just not. It's a #1 for a reason. Like, it stacks up against high end. Let me know what you think down below. What ones have you tried? Would you try? Do you agree with what was on here, or do you have different products? Of course, don't forget to tell your mum, tell your sister, tell your friends to come along, hang out, like, subscribe, and ring that bell. Until next time, take care, my loves. Mwah.